Many of our viewers might remember I had cancer back in 2010, and then I had a reoccurrence of cancer in late December of 2018. And earlier this year, I had surgery and radiation. Then I was hospitalized for a couple of weeks, but I am doing so much better now, so much stronger. I have a big birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, a milestone birthday. I'll be turning 70 years old, and I couldn't be happier to just see how the Lord Jesus has given me strength and endurance and perseverance. So I'm living well and I'm living strong, and I'm grateful to God for it.
You made this wonderful announcement in the summer that you were cancer-free. Tell us what that moment was like and the response from the public when you announced that.
Well, it is the second time that I've heard that phrase, quote, cancer-free. So I don't know how reliable that phrase is, because it may be another year or two when, who knows, I will have another reoccurrence of cancer. But for the moment, I'm trusting that every little renegade cancer microbe is out of my body, and I'm relying hard on the grace of God. Thankfully, many people prayed, and I do believe that's one reason why I'm doing so well.
Take us back to the moment where you were told that the cancer was back. How did you respond? How did both you and Ken feel at that moment?
Well, I remember the first time that I heard I had cancer back in 2010, my first response was, well, God must be up to something big. And then when I heard that I had a reoccurrence of cancer late last year, I remember saying, well, God must be up to something a lot bigger. And I think that the big thing that God has been doing is enlarging my heart for himself. Through this second bout with cancer, he has stretched my soul's capacity for himself, pouring more of his grace into me. And I am learning to lean harder and harder each day on the Lord. For the harder I lean on Jesus, the stronger I discover him to be. And that gives me confidence in the future. So that if I ever hear again, sorry, Joni, you have cancer one more time, I won't be shaken. I won't be moved, because my God is trustworthy. Cancer never wins if you die. As Piper says, cancer only wins if you fail to cherish Jesus Christ. But I'm cherishing him each and every day that God gives me.
How much harder was it to go through the chemo on top of, your physical situation? How did God sustain you through that treatment?
Well, he sustained me because I sang my way through suffering. When I was in the hospital after radiation earlier this year, my pulmonologist told me that the radiation had taken quite a toll on my capacity to breathe, my ability to breathe. And of course, as a quadriplegic, it's already hard for me to breathe. And so he said that one of the things I should do is breathe deeply, talk as loudly as I can, and if you can, he said, sing. Well, I know how to do that. I can sing my way through suffering, I told him. And so every day in the hospital, I chose a new hymn. I'd throw open the doors of my hospital, and into the hallway, I would sing songs like, Jesus saves, spread the news throughout the land. Jesus saves, Jesus saves. Now, I don't pretend to be any great singer. I'm no Amy Grant. I'm no Carrie Joby. I just love to sing my way through every affliction. And for me, singing was God's way, as well as the doctor's way of expanding my lungs and giving me back the ability to breathe well. So I'm thankful I'm still doing that today.